Today is Friday, July 18th, 2025. It's like 1:15 in the afternoon and we were totally undecided on what we were going to do today. It rained last night and this morning a bit, and it is so nice out now. It's like under 70 degrees, not humid. This is the way northern New England should be. The presidentials and the higher summits were all socked in still, but there are blue skies. Look at that. And we are up on Bog Dam Loop Road or 19 Mile Road, whatever you want to call it, doing Landing Camp Trail, which is up, so it's up near Cabot. It's sort of between, yeah, it's near Cabot. So this is a trail that is going to be an out and back. It should have been decommissioned from what I hear. Like, people hate this trail. And on Gaia it shows up as like a snowmobile trail almost, or an old forest road. So we're going to take that. We parked in a pull-off space for a couple cars here. There's active logging on this road, and so you don't want to block the road. And the trailhead is right down here. We'll hit start when we get to the trailhead. Yeah. So this is going to be, I think, maybe unpleasant. Boggy areas. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. But it's not going to have any gain on it. It's got like 50 feet of gain. You're walking on flat ground, having a problem, huh? All right, so we'll go try it out. It's got a nice sign, and it bumps into the river and an abandoned trail out there, Ammonoosuc. I think is it Ammonoosuc River Trail, something like that. Okay, so we're gonna go check it out. Maybe we'll see a moose. We're about 3/10 of a mile in right now. So far, it's been really lovely. Lots and lots of moose activity on the trail. Multiple moose, judging by the size of the prints. And it's a little overgrown. It looks like we have a big blowdown coming up. I think 4/10 of a mile in, we're going to get to an area that is the site of a former logging camp. And then I think the trail turns and might get wetter. We shall see. This is the area at Point 4 that was a logging camp. It's very overgrown in here. Looks like there's a moose bed right in here. This is feeling like some of those Maine six-pack hikes. But those are bushwhacks, and this is an actual trail. All right. There it is. We've immediately come to a wet spot. Oh, that frog just jumped. Did you see him? Yeah, you scared him. So I'm gonna walk along this. A frog pond, otherwise known as a puddle. This area has had several of these. Plantothera grandiosa, I believe it is. It's a tall purple fringed bog orchid. And just the whole trail is just marked up with moose prints. None of them look like they're from today. It did rain yesterday, so None of them look super fresh, but there's a couple more orchids right next to John over there. Get over there without sinking in the mud. Got another one there. Another one down there. One right here. All right, I need 2 hands to get through this. It is muddy. We just came through about a half a mile of mostly wet stuff. Not like you didn't have to bushwhack around anything or anything like that, but it was soggy, kind of rock hopping, and hopefully now we're a little more than halfway done with the trail. We're gonna have to come back this way, but I feel like we've just gained a few feet and maybe we're out of it. I don't know. Didn't read the whole trail description. Isn't that bad? I have a picture of it. I will take a look. But all right, and we're continuing on. Came to like a beaver area. This tree was cut down by a beaver. This is Mount Weeks, Middle Weeks, and I'm getting buzzed uncontrollably by, or unmercilessly by, deer flies. Seems to be a marker here because it's really hard to tell where the trail would go. This is, I think this is spotted Joe pieweed. That's starting to bloom right here. Oh, it's dry where I am, but it looks like we got a little bit of a water crossing right here. Is it alive? Yeah.
Why is it angled like this?
Why is it angled? I don't know.
I'm going to step on it. Is that okay?
Sure, step on it. Ooh, oops. A little muddy. I think
it's above the water.
Yikes. I'm wondering if I should have... No. I can't really go that way. Okay, so in where John is, the trail continues through the field here. Somehow. We have about 2/10 left to the junction with the abandoned trail. And the middle part, this is really hellacious, but this is really nice. We're going to be ending at the abandoned, I think it's Upper Ammonoosuc Trail.
This is beautiful.
It is beautiful. I have a tickle in my throat. Excuse me, I probably inhaled a bug. Oh, we get a little wind here too. That's keeping the flies down. And there's a blaze.
Look at that.
The book actually says this is an unblazed trail. That is the first blaze that I've seen. Looking on Gaia, it looks like the entire way is like an abandoned forest road, but I have seen nothing that looks remotely like a road at all. Everything is completely overgrown. Lots of moose droppings, mostly winter old ones, but tons and tons of moose prints. Oh, this is so much nicer. Yeah, my feet got wet, but it was like when you step into the wet and your shoes kind of sink in like an inch and just all the water comes in through the bottom of your shoe where it connects to the sole. That's the kind of wet I have. My feet did not get dunked, although there's plenty of mud. That was very deep. We startled a grouse. Wow, this is like this is the nicest part of the trail by far. All right, I'm excited to see the river. All right, this is the T-junction. Can you see it?
I'll make sure we can see
trail that way. Back. I think we'll see the trail coming back. This is the trail where we came out. We have an open area on the ground, and then this is the southern. Is it south? I don't even know. I think it is. We're gonna go this way. In the 31st edition of the White Mountain Guide, it says, there's a butterfly right there. It says that you can come 70 yards this way. On the abandoned trail, it will take you to an opening on the bank of the river with a view towards the Weeks. Let's go check it out. This was interesting. It was not what I thought it would be. I mean, I don't know. I thought it would be more, not that it wasn't as wet as I thought it would be, but I thought it would be much more impassable wet. And it really wasn't. And I think I thought it would be more kind of like woods and less overgrown like this. So there's water.
There's a meadow right here.
There's water right here. I don't know how I can get down to it. I'll walk a little bit and see. I mean, these are some pretty high ferns. Let's see. These ferns are about 4 to 4.5 feet tall, maybe. There's water right there. This is weird. I wonder what it'd be like. Oh, it looks like I can turn here. I'm gonna turn this way. Maybe. Maybe not. There's our view. I got flies all over me.
Okay.
I didn't zoom in. Oh my goodness, I can't stop here. All right, we're done. Yay. Now we have to go back. Took us an hour and 20 minutes. Okay, I pushed my way through those ferns over to the edge. So this is Mount Weeks right here, the upper Ammonoosuc River. And then right up there is Cabot with its cool talus field. Oops, see it? And from further out in the field, you could see the bulge in the horn. But it was pretty hard to push through over there. And the flies, the deer flies are just ridiculous. Terrible. Okay, that was Landing Camp Trail. We're gonna head back now. Probably won't shoot any more video. And depending on how demoralized we are when we get back, we might do Mount Jasper Trail in Berlin, but we'll see. All right, at least it was a nice day. Okay, we finished up Landing Camp Trail. That was, it was not the most enjoyable trail. And we are now at Berlin High School. And we're gonna go up and do Mount Jasper Trail, which will take us to view ledges on the side of this Mount Jasper right there. There's another trail that comes up from the other side, but it's not in the White Mountain Guide. So we're just gonna do an out and back. It should be 0.7 miles each way. And I think 550 feet of gain. The trail leaves right next to this fence right here. So let's go check that out. We're just a little ways into the woods right now. So there's a gate, a metal gate there. There's a sign here that's kind of faded, but it does have, and the sun is hitting it in a not very good way, but it does have a map showing the trail. I believe because it's blue on here that it is blazed in blue. We've got this interesting Native American historical placard here about the Abenaki. And then the trail starts right here. So you want to make sure to turn at that, not continue straight. And there's blue blazing. Okay. This is nice. I think that this trail is relatively new, like 2017. All right. We're about halfway up now. Just beautiful trail work on this. Really nice, impressive stone staircase. There's pretty fresh blue blazing. It's almost a little bit too much on the blazing. Sometimes I can see 4 of them, which is not, it's a little bit too much, but it's really lovely. I'm looking forward to the view ledge. We have some ghost pipes, ghost plant, just starting to come up now. We are up on the view ledges now. It took us about 23 minutes maybe to get up here. This is looking over Mount Success over here, and then boy, I'm zoomed in as much as I can go. Mount Moriah. This is the Carter Notch, Wildcat A. Wildcat A looks crazy steep from here, which it is crazy steep when you climb up there, but when it really...
You can see it from down below. It's
I know.
like a cliff here.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then this up close is called Forest Hill, and Jericho Mountain right here. And then I'm on a bit of a slab. If I come out and down a little bit, over here are the weeks. The south and middle, I think, are visible. And of course, the town of Berlin. We parked at the high school, and you can see the track. Where is it? Right straight down. Oh, you see our car. We're the only car there. So this is the high school right here. The parking lot is right there for us, and then there's the track, and then this really wet area right here. You know. All right. Oh, we got a turkey vulture. Okay, we're gonna head down. It's sort of dinner time. I don't know, we might do Boy Mountain, same kind of length, or we might leave it. I don't know. We'll see. It's nice to finally knock this off though. This is this is Mount Jasper Trail. Okay, we're back at the beginning. That took us less than an hour. It was quite nice. Pretty simple. Good beginner hike, maybe. You do get some views. Didn't see anybody on it. And I think we've decided, even though we're hungry, we are going to go over and do Boy Mountain on the way home, because it supposedly has nice views of the northern presidentials, and we typically end up doing other stuff on those days when it's nice. So I think we'll take advantage of the fact that we have lots of sunlight, we've got snacks,
We got a few minutes on
and we have
today.
yeah, we have time to do it today, so we're gonna do that. Tomorrow we're gonna do a short hike because we don't want to take all day. It's gonna be a beautiful day, I think, finally. So probably be all those weekend warriors can come out and really get something. And we're gonna do a bushwhack tomorrow. That should be simple, I hope. All right, next stop, Boy Mountain. We are gonna do Boy Mountain. We're parked across the street from the spring that people stop on Route 2 to fill up at, which is right there. And on the edge of this fence, there's a little sign, and it says, follow the directions up along the edge of the field. I'm gonna cross. Yep, there's an arrow there. Okay, so So we're just gonna walk up there and head on up. This is on private land. We're about a quarter of a mile in. And so far it's been like road. There's no blazes, but they do have arrows and things like this. Stay on trail up so that you don't, like that's obviously
There's a road.
through there. There's like a whole maze of roads in here, but it's been easy to stay on the trail. And because it's a road, footing is really good. So far so good. I believe that there's a bench at the summit. So let's go check it out. We should be there pretty quickly. I think it's 0.7 according to the book. And I'm at 0.3. And we've been walking for 8 minutes. 6 minutes? Can't read my watch. This is the lookout on Boy Mountain. So that's Jefferson in the center, and then Mount Washington, and then Monroe and Little Monroe. Franklin in the middle. Eisenhower. And then Mount Dartmouth and Deception over here, which are 500 highest. And I'm down a little bit from where the lookout is. There's a bench. You don't have quite as good a view of the presidentials though from up there. Let's see, I can see with the naked eye the summit structures. Oops, very clearly on Mount Washington. All right, that was really quick. Took us about 20 minutes to get up. Piece of cake. All right, we're all done. That was considerably faster than Mount Jasper was. I'm not sure why, because they're both basically the same length. We can pull forward or back up to get out of here. But we're gonna turn. We had a cyclist over at the water. It was running really slowly last time we were here. I wonder how it is now. All right, nice day. Beautiful out.